How to adjust tire pressure using a digital pressure inflator. First thing we want to do is install the pressure inflator to the air hose. We're going to pull the lock collar down, insert, release the lock collar, pull apart to make sure our hose is connected properly. We're going to turn our digital inflator on. We want to verify in the top corner here that is set to PSI. You don't want it set to bar. 1 bar is 14.6 psi. We are going to try to inflate our tire to 35 psi. If we inflate it to 35 bar, just take 35 times 14.6 and you'll realize that it's way too much air. So we're going to leave it on psi. Remove our valve stem cap. We want to make sure we retain that to reinstall. I like to just use my thumb on the valve stem. We're going to push and take a pressure reading. We're at 43.2. That is definitely too much air. So in order to let air out of the tires, all we have to do is pull our trigger slightly and it lets air out of the tire. You'll find that a lot. People air their tires up without a gauge and don't know what the pressure is supposed to be. And we're looking for 35 psi, so in this case, we would stop at 35 psi. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to let quite a bit of air out of this tire to demonstrate how we would inflate the tire. So if we're below specifications, we're at 31.7, 31.8. We're just going to squeeze the trigger all the way. And it will put air in the tire. You want to periodically stop. It goes in faster than you think. 34.3, 34.9, 35.2. Going to release some light pressure on the nozzle or on the lever. There we go, 35 psi. Reinstall your valve cap. And repeat for all the rest of the tires on the car, including the spare. Always inflate the tires to the specifications found on the tire placard, usually found on the driver's door jamb. You can also find tire specifications in our Shop Key Pro under Tire Fitment or the owner's manual. Look in the back of the manual, look for tire specifications, tire pressure information. Always wash your hands before touching the owner's manual and put it back exactly as you found it. Never exceed the maximum inflation pressure stated on the side of the tire. Always check the maximum inflation pressure before inflating any tire.